Welcome bitches, one and all, to my reaction to Season 1, Episode 7 of the original's Bloodletting. Now, last time, we had Davina unlink Hayley from Sophie, thus ending the alliance between the originals and the Witches of New Orleans. We did end the episode, however, with Rebecca either knowingly or unknowingly showing Marcel where they lived, and he went and took Hayley, thus having power over Klaus now, which I need to hear Rebecca's point of view. I need to hear if this was something that she did on purpose. It seems like she did. Just the way that the episode played out and the way that she handed him the apple, it truly felt like she was trying to give him a hint and show him where they lived, perhaps to just get back at Klaus, but I don't think she thought things through in regards to Hayley living there. So shit has hit the fan and the originals are in a bit of a tough spot, but I'm very excited to see how they get out of it. So yes, with that said, let's jump back in to the world of the originals. Oh yeah, what's going on with this guy? Because Marcel knows that he's a traitor now, doesn't he?
The first rule of fight night is the vampire left standing at the end of the night is one step closer to the inner circle. If you can impress me with a little ultra violence, you too can enjoy the warmth of the sun on your face.
Ultra violence, I love that. Yep. Take him down, hun. Oh. Okay, Klaus.
What do you think you're doing?
It appears that we've interrupted a collection of filthy amateurs.
Ooh.
We come here for the girl, give her to us, or we kill everyone here.
You two got a lot of nerve.
So do you coming into his
and making demand.
Mate, you've got a lot of nerve. You went to their home and stole the woman who's pregnant with Klaus's child. Of course they're gonna come and fucking hunt you down, broski. Granted, he probably doesn't know that it's Klaus's kid, because unless he's been able to... No, because you can't compel werewolves, can you? Unless he's been able to somehow get the information out of Hayley, he won't know why they've got this weird pregnant girl hanging out of their house. But still, you went to his home and you took someone out of it. Of course they're gonna come hunting you.
Your girl Hayley answered the door. We exchanged hellos. That was it. But the question that I'd ask is, if Hayley isn't here, then where is she?
Shit. Who the fuck has her then? Like, the question there is, did he actually just leave her alone, or did he take her, give her to someone else, and then set her off? Or is this all just some kind of weird fucking coincidence, and Hayley was kidnapped by another party? Perhaps the witches? Or maybe even just Sophie on her own revenge path? I don't know.
Seriously?
I'm not gonna lie. When I saw the back of his head, I was like, that kind of looks like Tyler. But I didn't want to say it because I was like, we haven't really had, apart from obviously the original family and Hayley coming into this show, since they've come into the show, we haven't really had anyone from the Vampire Diaries show up. So I didn't really consider that it could have been him, but okay. Did he maybe kidnap her because he thought that they were holding her against her will? I'm so confused. Just to get back at Klaus? Like...
If your special lady friend is missing, you could benefit from the help of a witch. And since I control all the witches in this town, I'll grant you one little locator spell.
Can you find her?
I can try.
Fancy being a witch, though, and like, not only has this man stopped you from using something that you were born with, but he's got control over you to make you use it when he wants you to. I'd be so pissed.
This crescent birthmark means you come from a big shot family. Some kind of royalty to the werewolves of this region. And right here, this is all that's left of them.
Oh.
Hey, help me.
They can't help you. They're in the woods, hiding because they've been persecuted for decades by vampires.
Sorry, I know I haven't said a lot. I've just been kind of like processing all of this information. So Hayley comes from some kind of like royal bloodline of werewolves. That's interesting. What makes them royalty though? Like, what makes them so special compared to other vampires, other werewolves? Do they have like... No, they can't have some kind of special ability because Hayley isn't any different from any other werewolf. Is it just similar to the way that kings and queens work in the real world and there's nothing actually special about them? It's just about the name that they have and the family they're born into. But that's interesting. I do really want to explore this more. Find out more about her parents and everything.
There are stories of exiled werewolves. If Hayley went out that far, chances are she went to find them.
I suppose our company wasn't good enough for her.
Oh, bless Elijah. It is interesting. It does seem like Elijah has some level of feelings for Haley.
Drinking games. It's not really my thing. It kind of reminds me of the jocks in my high school.
Bro, he knows that you know where Klaus lives. This isn't going to go down well at all.
You're a funny guy, Josh. In fact, I thought it was really funny last night. You know?
Oh god, here we go.
Seen you at that plantation where Klaus is staying?
Uh-oh.
You've begun to admire this girl. Perhaps that's why you've been barking orders since your return, hoping to impress Haley by assuming the role of family patriarch.
If you want to...
Oh, damn, Klaus.
This vehicle reeks of someone I thought I was rid of. Tyler Lockwood wants revenge because I went after his girl.
You literally murdered his mother.
Anything else that you would like to share?
Neither
Carol?
was this business with his mum.
You killed his mother. Wonderful.
Yep, there we go. Cat's out of the bag.
Save her. Claim what spoils you can. I've sampled what she has to offer, and let me tell you, she is exquisite.
That's disgusting, Klaus. Come on now. Ugh.
I'll kill Tyler Lockwood myself.
I love how Tyler finally got away from Klaus. He finally got, like, Klaus to drop hunting him, and he's gone out and got right in his face.
Josh has a problem. Klaus compelled him to spy on me. I can't have that. Smart thing to do is to flip Josh. That way he can tell Klaus whatever I want. He could even spy for me.
Can Davina break a compulsion, though?
The more Klaus said, the more it's gonna hurt.
Probably gonna hurt a lot. Josh.
I'll do it. Anything, yes.
I mean, of course he's going to do anything. It was either that or death, but interesting that Davina can do this. I don't think we've had an example of this before, have we? I don't think we've seen a witch wipe away a compulsion. So is this because Davina is like uber powerful? Is this why she can do it? Or is it just a spell that we haven't come across before?
Whatever you think you're doing, you know that whole original family has made some sort of pact or something to keep me and the baby safe.
What makes you think I'm afraid to die?
Damn, okay. You know, I was just thinking about it as well. Tyler said to Caroline that he's been helping this pack. Like, that's why he's been away from her all this time, because he's been out somewhere helping this pack of wolves. Is this the pack of wolves that he was helping then? Trying to rebuild their society after they've been hunted by vampires?
You ready for this?
Let's do it.
What are they gonna do? Are they trying to kill the baby?
Klaus destroyed everything good in my life, so I'm gonna take away the thing he wants most.
No, please!
You're such a twat, bro. What did the baby do to you? Is that the baby's blood? The baby's blood, because then he can make hybrids. Fuck. Okay, Tyler. As long as you're not going to actually harm the baby, I'm down with this. Oh my god, Rebecca! Go the fuck off!
I'm pretty sure that was mutual.
Beguiled by your charms, I slept with you like a fool, led you to our home, and then you took Haley?
Well,
okay, there we have it. We have confirmation. Rebecca did do it knowingly. I thought it would have been a stupid move from Rebecca to do it unknowingly, so I thought that she had done it, but yikes. So why did she do it though? Was she just so caught up in the moment with Marcel and then thought to herself, maybe this will be a way to get back at Klaus, and if Klaus's regime in New Orleans fails, then maybe him and Elijah will leave and she can actually get her way and have her family back? Was that the whole like notion she was going with? At the end of the day, I think we can all say that it all summed up to her feelings for Marcel clouded her judgment.
All your charms and flirtations simply prove you're every bit the liar and manipulator that Klaus is.
is that what you really think?
By all means, prove me wrong.
Something you need to see.
Interesting. What's he going to show her? Is he going to show her the guy that he had Davina wipe the memory of to show that, look, I could have killed him, but I didn't? Okay, so it worked in bringing him back.
Do it.
Tyler, this is so fucked up. You're literally just using Haley as a fucking guinea pig here. Nice, son.
Look at me!
Right. Many questions here. Okay, so firstly, why does drinking Haley's blood work? Why does that work in regards to creating a new breed of hybrids. Are we just meant to accept this? Like, I thought that it was the whole idea of the doppelganger's blood and all that. Like, why suddenly is Haley's blood the thing that's going to work? And then secondly, are they side to Klaus? Is that still a thing? Or are they side to Haley? Are they side to the baby? Like, what's going on here? Is there some kind of siring process still involved? Or are they just pure hybrids that have no siring? I have too many questions bouncing around in my brain right now. I need to know what's going on.
I'm better than okay.
Well, confirmation, it worked. Give it a bit of time though, because when Klaus was first making the hybrids, we know what happened.
When I was 16, I'd been to like 100 clubs. God, it was only 4 years ago. Feels like another life. All I wanted to do was meet boys.
Do we have a homosexual in the house? Hello. Like, we have hardly any actual LGBTQ plus representation in this universe. I would really appreciate if they kept him around, but vampires are very fickle things in this universe. They come and go very often.
It's not his fault. He just wants to keep me safe.
Safe from what?
Basically, a coven of psycho witches want to sacrifice me in a blood ritual.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry?
Don't be. I'm gonna destroy them all.
Oh.
And once they're gone, everything will go back to normal.
I've been wondering if this was Davina's plan. I've been wondering where her head was at in regards to the witches, because obviously we know damn well she does not like them. And I think it runs along the lines of hate. But as we've just heard that, I think it's safe to say she does actually truly hate them. But yikes. I don't see it happening. The way that I see this all going is, I don't know if it'll be the end of the season, mid-season, I don't know. But I think Davina is going to try her hardest and she's going to get like really powerful and all that. But I think eventually the witches are going to get to her and she's going to die. And then she'll come back later on. And that's when she can get her vengeance. Because we know that she's meant to die and then come back. That's right, isn't it? I haven't made that up in my head. The way that I've understood the ritual was all 4 girls were meant to be sacrificed. Then in time, I don't know how long they were thinking, but it wasn't meant to be as long as it has been. But in time, they were meant to come back because that's why Sophie's sister allowed her daughter to go through with the process. So I do think that that is going to happen. I don't think all the witches are going to lose their power by Davina not doing it, but it's just a matter of when.
Tyler, whatever you're thinking of doing, there has to be another way. You're not like this.
Nice one, Han.
That was stupid.
How's it stupid? You're about to kill a kid.
What do you care?
I said get away.
You got what you wanted, now get lost.
Dwayne, he's gonna kill me, and he's gonna kill you too. He said that hybrids are too dangerous to live.
I love this. I don't know if she's aware of it, but the way that Dwayne was just acting then, I think that Dwayne is either side to Haley or side to the baby. And what happens to Haley will happen to the baby. So either way, he is going to listen to what Haley says and keep her safe. That's the way I read that. Well, there goes Dwayne, but at least we know that it works. Klaus and Elijah, we need you to find her right fucking now. Oh, thank fuck for that. Well done, Elijah. Aww.
You will not believe the crap day that I'm having.
Oh, they're so cute.
There's something you need to know about the baby.
Good. Tell Elijah.
Haley?
Very good idea.
I'll end it quick.
Quite an offer.
Uh-oh.
Though not one I'll be extending to you.
Klaus.
Hello, Tyler. You look well. I aim to change that.
Shit. Are we about to see Tyler die?
Threatening a pregnant girl in order to exact revenge against me. I never expected you to sink so low.
Neither did I.
Whatever happens to me, Caroline's never gonna stop hating you.
Oh. Fuck's sake. Honestly, like, Tyler's never been my favorite character, but I've never wanted him to die. And I've understood his crusade after what Klaus did to Carol. But all of my sympathy and not wanting Tyler to die ended the second he tried to threaten Haley and at least the baby. You cannot take revenge out on a baby for their father's doings. You know what I mean? I don't care if you think this is going to be a fucking demon baby. You cannot do that, Tyler. That is a low that we just do not go to. And you went there and you still think it was a good idea. So if Klaus kills you here, I'm not going to be sad. What is this place?
What is this place?
It's where I punish vampires who break my rules. But a long time ago, it used to be something else.
It's lovely. So what?
So I designed it for you. It was gonna be ours. Now it's where I bury the people who betray me.
Wow.
Not long after we left here, he put a dagger in my heart and stuck me in a box. For 90 years, he stole a century from me like it was nothing.
That's what he does. Rebecca Klaus.
Yeah, it's frustrating. Marcel doesn't truly understand what they mean when they say that their father was hunting them to kill them. He was hunting them to kill them, Marcel. Of course they're gonna fucking flee. It's not personal. Saying that though, if I was in Marcel's position, I too would be pissed off and I too would be upset with Rebecca. I understand that. But it's frustrating. And then in terms of Rebecca, Klaus locking her away for another 90 years. Yeah, I get that would have hindered her ability to communicate with Marcel as well. It's just like the whole thing here seems to be miscommunication. It seems to be that they didn't say goodbye to each other. They didn't say, I love you, I'll see you soon. Like it was just, I'm out, I'm leaving, our father's coming, see you later, Marcel. And then Marcel had nothing for centuries, or well over a century. So it's like, I do kind of understand both sides. They're just so aggy towards each other when there isn't any need. We need to just communicate and explain why things happened the way they did, like they are right now.
You have a choice between the brother who takes away your happiness whenever he feels like it, and the man who wants to give you everything you ever wanted.
Wow. I don't know, Rebecca. I don't know what I would choose.
He will kill you in front of my eyes. Out of spite.
Good point. Very good point.
Not if we get rid of him first.
Huh? How do you get rid of Klaus? But also, Rebecca changing sides, very dangerous, my darling.
Although the way that Dwayne was acting, it was more like he was sired to me.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking.
Look, regardless of my brother's intentions, mine remain the same. I said that I would protect you, even if need be from Klaus himself.
I can take care of myself. I've done it for a long time.
My darling, there's a very big difference between like having good capabilities in defending yourself and keeping your baby as fucking safe as possible. You may be able to defend yourself and you may have got away from Tyler in this instance, but what if a time in the future you can't get away? Or what if a time in the future you actually can't defend yourself? Like you can say that you defended yourself all this time. That's only because you haven't died. There's still the possibility that you could die in the next time. Why not have Elijah, an original vampire, protecting you and defending you? That's like top apex predator on your side. It's just frustrating because we all know damn well Elijah would do whatever it takes to protect that baby. And Haley herself, to be fair.
Ruling game of hide and seek.
Oh, fuck. I know that Tyler's a hybrid, but surely based on vampire rules of age, surely Klaus should easily be able to take him out.
It's best your mother didn't live to see you like this.
Klaus, that's so fucked up.
Thus ends your tedious little life. At least it was brief.
Go on, get it over with.
You want me to end your suffering, don't you?
Jesus Christ.
Oh. Death offers more peace than you deserve. Now go and live the rest of your days knowing you are nothing to me.
Jesus fucking Christ, Klaus. I need to I need a moment after that interaction. Holy shit. Like, at the end of the day, no matter if I disagree with Klaus's actions and I think he's a bit of a fucking dick, he's such a good villain. And the actor who plays him does it so fucking well. Like, that was beautiful.
Forget I have a secret weapon. Davina, the most powerful witch in the last couple centuries. What if she can find a way to kill him?
You don't know, do you?
Rebecca.
You can't kill Klaus, not without dying yourself. We learned it from the deaths of my brothers Cole and Finn. If an original dies, every vampire ever made from their line dies with them.
Oh, I forgot about that. I'm so dumb. I forgot that the Vampire Diaries lore is so fucking complicated that it skips my mind sometimes. Some of the intricacies of it. I forgot that because he's sired to Klaus, no matter what, if you take Klaus down, you are fucked, Marcel. You can't do it. You can never kill him. The only thing that you could ever do is somehow get Davina to maybe use some kind of witch version of compulsion to make Klaus leave you in New Orleans alone, to just go away and never come back. That is the only way I see it, you getting out of this.
We bury him down here forever.
And I'm supposed to believe that after a century, suddenly you're willing to risk death at his hands to be with me.
I want to defend my home. I want to be free. And if that means I get to be with you, all the more reason to bury him.
Yeah, I think it's a lot more than just being with you, Rebecca. There are a lot of reasons why he wants Klaus to be out of the way.
I see you found our wandering stray. Perhaps she could shed some light on the situation.
Yeah, he's got the body. Fuck.
Any idea how that's possible?
As if you didn't know.
What horrible accusation have you conspired to levy against me?
Oh, wow.
But the blood of her child could be used to sire hybrids. He claims you knew that. You intended to use this knowledge to build an army.
And of course, you assume it's true.
Well, I mean, Klaus, I'm not gonna lie, you can't really play the victim here. It's literally like Klaus 101. Of course that would be your intentions. I don't care if you somehow have some level of love for this child. I don't care if eventually you grow to consider this child your actual child and you behave like a real father. But you cannot deny that you only see this child as a means to an end in gaining power. That is how your brain works. That is how you see things.
How quickly you assume the worst.
Because it's you, mate.
Oh, spare me your indignation. When have you ever demonstrated any kind of concern towards Haley or her child beyond your own selfish pursuits?
Yeah, it's all about power.
So you doubt my intentions. Well, I can't say I'm surprised. Standing beside the noble Elijah, how can I be anything but the lesser brother?
This is so frustrating because I would 1000% be on Klaus's side if I didn't know him. Like, if we had just met Klaus and Elijah and they were like new characters to the show and we were hearing this, I'd be like, okay, so he's always in his brother's shadow because his brother is such a good person. It always shines a light on Klaus and makes him look like a bad brother and all that. But like, Klaus, you have a fucking track record that we've seen. Of course he's going to assume the worst because usually it is the worst, if not even worse than that. So don't sit here all high and mighty and say, oh, it's only because of Elijah and because Elijah's so noble, that's why you think I would do the worst. No, it's because you have a track record.
I'll play the role I've been given. You two enjoy each other's company. You'll have much to bond over once the hallucinations and dementia set in.
Right, couple things to note from that. One, I wasn't aware that a hybrid bite would still fuck an original over. Is that just something that I forgot? Sorry if that's my brain. Don't have the best memory on a good day. But I didn't know that that was how that worked, so shit. Elijah's a little fucked here. I do think that Klaus will go against it. I don't think Klaus is going to let his brother actually die. If he does, then Jesus fucking Christ. It's just so frustrating that he uses this card again and again, saying that you guys mistreat me. You guys don't see me as part of your family because I'm only your half brother. Klaus, you do realize they want to love you? You do realize they want you in their family? You just make it so fucking hard to have it that way. You don't let them love you. You don't let them in. You betray them constantly. And the second that they do one tiny thing against you, you go and do something like 10 times worse. Like here, Elijah said something that has upset Klaus. He is viewing it as though Elijah doesn't see him as his brother and all that. Of course, that's going to deeply hurt. So he goes and kills him? Like, does he not see how that's such a fucking major overreaction?
That's it. You're free.
Oh, wow. Go off, Davina.
Before, I was always thinking about what Klaus would want me to do. Now, I'm like, screw that guy.
Hell yeah. I am a little bit scared that he's going to take revenge on you, though, but...
Marcel wants me to make you forget about me.
Oh, well, you don't have to do that. I owe you my life. I'll keep your secret.
You don't have to do everything he says, Davina.
It's kind of nice just talking to someone normal again.
You think I'm normal? I'm a 16-year-old witch living in a church attic like some kind of freak.
I'm a gay club kid who died and came back as a vampire. Almost kind of relative, you know?
Fuck. Oh, this is such a sweet friendship. I love it. I'm glad Davina actually has someone who doesn't want to fucking use her all the time.
The bite won't kill me. Like Niklaus himself, it's more of a nuisance than anything, really.
Good.
Oh, okay.
'Cause I'm eventually...
So what? It won't kill him, but it's gonna run its course until the venom goes out of his system? Is that how that works? Like, similar to how we've seen, for instance, when we saw Rose get infected and all that, it got to a point where she was like in bed, hallucinating, just completely fucking out of it. But instead of dying, Elijah's body is just going to slowly get rid of it. I assume that's what he means. So like, he's fine now, but eventually he is going to have to take like a couple days away.
In the 1,000 years that we have been together, my brother has committed numerous unspeakable acts. But then again, so has Rebecca. So have I.
So did I the last time I was in Cabo. We all do bad things. It's just most people die before the list gets embarrassing.
Very good point.
But don't for a second compare yourself to Klaus.
Agreed. It's that whole idea of like, good people can do bad things. I think Elijah and Rebecca are deep down good people. They've just done a lot of shit. Whereas Klaus, I'm a lot more iffy. I don't think he is a good person. Perhaps he is even deeper down than they are, but meh.
Someone left this here. A Bible. With a family tree that goes back generations.
Who is Andrea?
Lebanon. Lebanon, yeah.
I think I am.
Oh! Oh, what was that? Her birthday? 84, 86, 91. Interesting though. If there were 83, 84, 86, 91, that would imply that she has like a lot of other family similar to her age. So it's not just like she had parents and then it was her.
Elijah and I had a bit of a row. So one thing led to another, and I bit him. Left them both stranded in the swamp.
Daggering, biting, deserting. Does your wickedness ever end?
No, it never does.
And I wouldn't have to go to such lengths were I not beset on all sides by incompetence and treachery.
A fundamental flaw of Klaus's character, not character as in being written, I mean within himself, his like inner character. A fundamental flaw is that he sees betrayal where it doesn't exist. He sees disagreement as betrayal. He sees them having a differing opinion to him as them going against him. That's not how life fucking works, mate. Betrayal is if they truly, your deep down biggest goals in life, if they truly go against them and they try and stop them, which they're not really doing. They're saying that they disagree with the things that you're doing and they disagree with the way that you're treating other people. That's not completely going against your life goals. And if your life goal is to create an army of hybrids using your baby, of course they're going to go against you. It's just so frustrating that he sees people disagreeing and people slightly going against what he wants as betrayal. You can't get everything you want in life, bro.
Now that Elijah's abandoned me, I'll be
abandoned
needing you in my plot against Marcel.
Why should I help you after what you did to Elijah?
You're my family.
Fuck you, Klaus.
Who better to spy on Marcel than the girl he so clearly loves? You can tell me all his secrets. Like, how did he find us here? Any idea about that, little sister?
Jesus.
My poor brother. So paranoid. Marcel knows nothing. He is not plotting against you. He simply thinks you're in a quarrel in need of making up.
God, I know we're right at the end, but like, I just have to say, who would have thought that by the like middle of this season, I would be so rooting for Marcel. I would be so rooting for his side. I'm like, fucking take Klaus down, bro. I don't care.
I already know about Haley, the werewolf girl. What else you got?
What if I told you that werewolf girl is carrying Klaus's child?
Oh, shit.
And if that baby is born, it'll mean the end of the vampire species.
Tyler, for fuck's sake, bro. Can you just leave it all alone? So yes, there we have season 1, episode 7 of the originals. And, this show. I'm so fucking invested. It's so funny going into a new show and already being this hooked because I'm not used to going from like a main show to a spin-off. I think it's weird to call it a spin-off because like technically it is, but it's very much its own thing and it doesn't need the Vampire Diaries. But because I love the Vampire Diaries and the universe so much, we're on episode 7 and I'm already in love with it. Like, I'm adoring this show. I'm waiting for the next episode and I'm gripped from the first second I press play. And that is so rare in television. But yes, in terms of the episode itself, from where we are right now, I am on Marcel's side. I'm with Rebecca in going against Klaus. I'm with Rebecca in getting all the information from Klaus and telling Marcel so that they can take him down. I'm fucking done. Klaus just continually, throughout both shows, has frustrated me so much. He is someone who cannot handle people disagreeing with him. He can't handle people not following his every word, not doing every single thing he wants. The second you don't do that, he sees it as an ultimate betrayal and will either kill you, bury you, hurt you. He'll do something to prove to you why you were wrong. And it's just, it's so aggravating. People like that, where because he has so much power and because physically people can't take him down, he's just always on this high horse thinking that the universe revolves around him and his wants and his needs and that he doesn't give a shit about anyone else's. And it's so frustrating. I think it comes across most when he interacts with his siblings. Because when he was interacting with Elijah was kind of just standing there a bit like, here we go again. Here we go again with Klaus feeling like he's the victim, with Klaus feeling like we hate him because he is only our half-brother, because he was a bastard, when in reality we hate him because he's a fucking twat. And then you go over to Rebecca and you just see him try and control her so much, try and manipulate her constantly, saying, I'm gonna need you to stay around, don't think you're going anywhere soon. She'll do whatever the fuck she wants, bro. And the expectation that suddenly, because now Elijah has betrayed you, you now need Rebecca and you just expect her to be around. It's so annoying. Like, sorry for getting so frustrated. People like that, who control other people so easily and just don't give a shit, bring out an anger within me. And it just makes me want to hit them. But yes, anyway, calming down, moving on from Klaus and all that. Let's talk about the baby. So my one concern here is very much down for Rebecca and Marcel to take Klaus down and all that, but you can't take the baby down. And with what Tyler has just revealed to Marcel and teaming up with him, I think Marcel, I don't think he's going to tell Rebecca because I think he's smart enough to realize that that is her family as well. But I think that he is going to plot to take the baby down anyway. And if that is so, he is 1000% going to lose Rebecca and Elijah's going to turn against him as well. So I don't see things working out with Rebecca and Marcel at all. I see them having some kind of relationship probably for the rest of the season. Probably romantic. If not, then at the very least, we're going to be seeing her tell him all of Klaus's secrets and his plans and his moves. But they're obviously going to have some kind of romantic relationship. It's going to happen. But towards the end of the season, if Marcel does go for the baby, I see Rebecca turning against him anyway. Just fucking Tyler coming in and ruining everything this episode. It's so fucking annoying. But also very interesting that we now have a new way to make hybrids. Even if Klaus isn't going to get his army, I feel like it's going to come up in the future. It's going to become a thing in the future that the baby's blood can be used in this way. But then also, just a side note, in terms of this baby's like makeup, and the fact that it is a mixed species, not only is it a mix of human, vampire, and werewolf, it's a mix of human, original vampire, and royal werewolf based on Haley's bloodline. So, like, this is truly, like, gonna be, like, the apex child in every single way. Like, they are going to be the most powerful thing to ever exist. Wait, but they're also part witch, aren't they? They're also part witch because of Esther's blood. And because they're going to be part human, maybe they'll still be able to use magic while also being a werewolf and a vampire. God, this baby is going to be so fucking weird to have around. Like, if we see this baby grow up by, like, I don't know, season 5, maybe if they have a time jump, because that would only be, I would assume the baby's going to be born by the end of season 1. So as long as it doesn't die, it'll be about 4 years old by the end of season 5 if we're going to do a year each time. So hopefully we're going to get a time jump at some point. And we're going to be seeing the baby actually grown up, or at least grown up enough to be using their powers, because that would be so cool to see. So yeah, like I said, got lots to explore next time. We had Davina break the compulsion of the vampire, can't remember his name, but they formed a really good friendship that I want to see develop. We had Haley's bloodline revealed, and it's some kind of like royal werewolf line. We had the baby's blood being able to be used to make hybrids. That was another big reveal. Lots of things happened this episode, and we've had a lot of changes for our characters, so very excited to see where all of that goes. But for now, thank you very much for watching. I've left a link down below to my Patreon, where you'll be able to find the early and uncut reactions to the originals and all the other shows that I do. I've also left a link to my Twitch, my Discord, and my socials, so be sure to follow them if you are interested. And Jess, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.